Gdansk, Kashubian, Gdansk, is a city on the Baltic coast of northern Poland, with a population of 470,907. Gdansk is the capital and largest city of the Pomeranian Voivodeship and the most prominent city in the geographical region of Pomerania. It is Poland's principal seaport and the country's fourth largest metropolitan area. The city is at the southern edge of Gdansk Bay, on the Baltic Sea, in a conurbation with the city of Gdynia, the resort town of Sopot, and suburban communities. These form a metropolitan area called the Tri-City, with a population of approximately 1.5 million. Gdansk lies at the mouth of the Motlava River, connected to the Lenivka, a branch in the delta of the nearby Vistula River, which drains 60% of Poland and connects Gdansk with the Polish capital, Warsaw, together with the nearby port of Gdynia. Gdansk is also an industrial center. The city's history is complex, with periods of Polish, Prussian and German rule, and periods of autonomy or self-rule as a free city-state. In the early modern age, Gdansk was a royal city of Poland. It was considered the wealthiest and the largest city of Poland, before the 18th century rapid growth of Warsaw. In the late Middle Ages it was an important seaport and shipbuilding town and, in the 14th and 15th centuries, a member of the Hanseatic League. In the interwar period, Gdansk lay in a disputed region between Poland and Germany, which became known as the Polish Corridor. The city's ambiguous political status was exploited by Germany, furthering tension between the two countries, which would ultimately culminate in the invasion of Poland and the first clash of the Second World War just outside the city, followed by the ethnic cleansing and executions of Polish-speaking minority population and, ultimately, flight and expulsion of the German-speaking majority of the city's population in 1945. In the 1980s, Gdansk was the birthplace of the Solidarity movement, which played a major role in bringing an end to communist rule in Poland and helped precipitate the collapse of the Eastern Bloc, the fall of the Berlin Wall and the dissolution of the Warsaw Pact. Gdansk is home to the University of Gdansk, Gdansk University of Technology, the National Museum, the Gdansk Shakespeare Theatre, the Museum of the Second World War, the Polish Baltic Philharmonic and the European Solidarity Center. The city also hosts St. Dominic's Fair, which dates back to 1260, and is regarded as one of the biggest trade and cultural events in Europe. Gdansk has also topped rankings for the quality of life, safety and living standards worldwide. The city's name is thought to originate from the Gdynia River, the original name of the Motlava branch on which the city is situated. The name of a settlement was recorded after Saint Adalbert's death in AD 997 as Urbs Gdańscy and it was later written as Gdansk in 1148, Gdańscy in 1188, Gdansk in 1228, Gdansk in 1236, Gdańscy in 1263, Gdansk in 1311, Danzig in 1399, Danzig in 1414, Gdansk in 1656. In Polish, the modern name of the city is pronounced. The city's Latin name may be given as either Gdania, Gdanum or Dantiskum. The variety of Latin names reflects the mixed influence of the city's Polish, German and Kashubian heritage. Other former spellings of the name include Danzig, Danzig and Danzig. On special occasions the city is also referred to as the Royal Polish City of Gdansk. The cultural and historical connections between the city and the region of Kashubia are debatable, and use of such names raises controversy among Kashubians. The first written record thought to refer to Gdansk is the Vita of Saint Adalbert, written in 999. It describes how in 997 Saint Adalbert of Prague baptized the inhabitants of Urbs Gdańscy, which separated the great realm of the Duke from the sea. No further written sources exist for the 10th and 11th centuries. Based on the date in Adalbert's Vita, the city celebrated its millennial anniversary in 1997. Archaeological evidence for the origins of the town was retrieved mostly after World War II had laid 90% of the city center in ruins, enabling excavations The oldest 17 settlement levels were dated to between 980 and 1308. It is generally thought that Mieszko I of Poland erected a stronghold on the site in the 980s, thereby connecting the Polish state ruled by the Piast dynasty with the trade routes of the Baltic Sea. Traces of buildings and housing from the 10th century have been found in archaeological excavations of the city. The site was ruled as a Duchy of Poland by the Samborides. It consisted of a settlement at the modern Long Market, settlements of craftsmen along the Old Ditch, German merchant settlements around St. Nicholas's Church and the Old Piast stronghold. In 1186, a Cistercian monastery was set up in nearby Oliva, which is now within the city limits. In 1215, the ducal stronghold became the center of a Pomeranian splinter duchy. At that time the area of Th.